First, swim. The high Jarvis, high temp. Oh, my show is on. True.
Greetings. Hunt well. Goodbye.
Let's see. I think we're gonna start with raid. So mythic, emerald nightmare, fast clear. Wow, giga pumpers only. Maybe we just go really fast. Ready for the retail gameplay? Yeah, we're gonna do our quick remix dailies. Shouldn't take too long. I just want to do mythic of both the raids, normal dungeon, heroic dungeon, and finish on my tasks. Right now I have 3 tasks for nightmare, emerald nightmare. It should be pretty fast to get this one done. And then after that, we have 3 more tasks to do, and then mythic trial of valor. Hopefully my tasks let me get them all done there. And then I need to go on retail. I need to get a couple hunter weeklies, and then I want to get 1 on each of my alts again. So 1 druid, 1 monk, and probably 1 mage.
The very roots of the world tree are corrupted by the nightmare. Cleanse Shallan here.
And then tomorrow we have fellowship, so that'll be really hype. Today's gonna be more of a shorter stream too, because I think I'm just gonna get my tasks done, and then I'm probably gonna head to bed. So is this stream a safe space for gooners? Probably. Here, fellowship, especially with the hunter hero, it's gonna be a blast. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it.
pure Night Pendra. She served faithfully as guardian of the dream, only to be
Oh,
proclaimed
Anno.
great keeper of corruption.
Thanks for the sub. You know I don't do Anno.
I can't attack that target. I need a target.
Are you, no one does Anno these days? It's an ancient technique. Are you playing any remix at all, or are you taking a break from kind of content?
I don't have a target.
It hungers, desperate to seed its corruption.
Can't
Do
attack
not
that.
let its whispers seduce you into madness.
Working until like December. Busy with work and travels. I see. You going anywhere super fun?
From each of these pathways, a palpable evil emanates.
Also, that's a good timeline for midnight,
Know that I will stand with you.
because midnight's probably dropping end of February or early March. So you'll be all ready to go for the expansion, and you'll be back for title. So you'll be here for all the good stuff. New Zealand on my bench carry. I have a feeling my group's gonna want to take a break at the end of the season, Anna. Like right now, we're kind of on break, even though we have MDI next weekend. I think we're coming back next week, but we're kind of on break right now. But I have a feeling my group usually dies off near the end of the patch, so we can be ready for the fresh start. I'd be down to do some anarchies at the end. Last season I did a noob group, and then I also helped the tactics group. So I helped two different groups at the end of last season.
Nightmare is. Look there. Even the fierce heart of Ursak has succumbed.
I've been down to fit in an EC group as well. That'd be cool. Yeah, you're in? Yeah, I know there's like 2 groups in EC right now, which is more than last tier. Must have a strong back, helping tactics. Maybe. Also, that action tracker was ridiculous just now. I don't know if anyone saw how insane the RNG was, but it was just non-stop kill commands.
I don't have a target.
There was never a soul
Wow.
noble than Ursak.
Can't attack that.
I pray his spirit finds its way back to the dream.
Insane.
This was the Emerald Dreamway. During my long slumber, it was here I communed with the green dragonfly. Now, this sacred place has been made into a conduit for the nightmare to spread its corruption. This we cannot
That
allow.
target.
Hi, Squirrely.
The strands of life have been severed. The dreamers must be abandoned.
Oh, we're pulling. Alright, noted.
This land shall wither and die.
Wow, I wish I had this much versatility on live.
How cruel fate can be.
I would never need Cocoon again.
Or only to become its victim yet again. Some wounds never truly heal. May you find
Oh yeah, speaking, Lick, do you want to do any weeklies? Once I do my 2 mythic clears and finish all my tasks and stuff,
this
I think I'm gonna hop to retail and do.
upon Thunder Bluff.
I need 1 monk, 1 druid,
To the nightmare.
3 hunter, and maybe 1 mage. I don't know if you want to do any then, but I'll be doing them all night until we bed, and then fellowship tomorrow.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target. I need a target.
Can I join you in Mythic? You're 33? No, you cannot. You have to be max level for Mythic. Although once you are ready for Mythic, Rick, I will just hard carry you. Like watch how strong my character is right here. Oh, my bear is bugged. Give me a sec. All right, we're good now.
The illusion of corruption falls away.
Leveling is so hard for you.
A druid
Aw.
was as a sister to me.
You only care about the cosmetics, right? You've been sitting here for an hour, no tank will sign up for your 14? Is the game dead? I think a lot of people are.
Ting a world tree.
So I think this is a bad week, Travis. First there's remix, right?
Roots of its infestation find their way into the heart of Azure.
So a lot of people are playing remix,
Would devour
and then next week is turbo boost. And so a lot of people are actually just not playing this week because next week crests are uncapping and you can get bis item level. Like next week. Oh, I might pull. Nice. And then yeah, fellowships tomorrow, which I'm gonna be playing. I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping to get a good like weekend at the very minimum. Ooh. I got a PI. I told my raid just to keep killing. Just keep killing the eye. Turbo is just shitty weeks with affixes lumped into a 3-week chunk from the season. Yeah, that's true. Do we have a world boss up today? We didn't yesterday. I have not looked today, to be honest. It looks like there's not one today either.
Behold, the iris opens. The way to Cenarius is clear. Moonbed is the most sacred place in all the dream. To think that my
You still don't like turbo boost, but this is definitely better than last time.
corruption
Feels more natural progression than AFK for 3 months, gain 10 emeralds randomly, then back to nothing.
has befallen my beloved teacher. Steel your heart
Yeah.
against the darkness, heroes.
I think the biggest problem, I don't know, there's a problem Blizzard's trying to figure out a way to like nerf the raid in a wide variety of ways. And I think Turbo Boost is actually a raid thing more than a key thing. Because like, you know, the stacking damage buff in raid? Like Turbo Boost is like kind of also part of that. And then there's also raid nerfs. Like originally Turbo Boost didn't even have dinars for keys, which makes me think it's like an afterthought. Like the main thing is just the raid. You think it's just a retention thing? I don't know. My first thought is just if it was solely a retention thing, they would have done something like have keys implemented like the keys from the key loot on the Dinar system that would have been implemented from the start. If it was, I don't know. I feel like the keys section was an afterthought. It definitely is some sort of retention plan, though. To some degree. Bad luck protection for raid. Yeah, which is also weird to have it in the last season of an expansion. I mean, I guess it's the one that impacts people negatively the least. But I feel like it's also supposed to be like, oh, I want to go into next tier with my house of cards kind of thing. It will make leveling easier. Yeah, like I'll probably be at a point where I probably want to like I want to make 3 purchases on all my alts just to have good leveling stuff. Like that'll be a pretty big spike on some of my like really undergeared alts. That way they can level super fast if I wanted to play whatever at some point. They must have the broken shore world bosses. That could be it. There's 2 of them, right? Or how many are there? I wonder when we'll get our actual ones back then, if that theory is correct. I think it's in raids. Well, there's 6 invasion point bosses for Argus. I don't think that's the same thing. Wait, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4.
Champions, step forth and hear me. The nightmare has long been.
Oh, you guys are doing TOV next? Let's see if I can do it.
Xavier succeeded. His corruption would have overwhelmed Azeroth.
Sorry for double posting. Oh, no worries. I think I probably just missed it. Not sure if you saw what's the proper way to use Ritual Forge and Prism in a key. You just use Ritual Forge first, Prism second, and then you always just alternate. So you're always just alternating.
Is close to them.
Time is set in sand, not stone.
Sometimes you can stray from that, but I would say you typically don't want to, I think.
Time is set in sand, not stone.
I think I'll do these 2 and then see what happens. Hi, Burn. Here, are we skipping some of the rocks in the air to not hold on our last demi kill? We skip one on. So our very first kill, we skipped one at the very start. But yeah, recently we're getting all of them at this point. You did your first 5K since your Achilles repair today? Ooh. Wait, nice. How did it feel? I'm excited. Tomorrow I'm going to try and do a really fast 5K in the morning before fellowship. I want to like exhaust my body so I can just sit in a chair all day. The ritual, then next call use prism even if it's not max X. Yeah, Grant. And then you basically always just going so it'll be ritual and then 6 stacks prism and then ritual and then 12 stacks prism, and then you'll always be at 12 stacks. So it'll be 12 stacks prism and then 12 and then ritual forge and then 12 stack prism ritual forge. You're kind of always on that pattern, and that's one of the reasons it's so good. You basically always have a really strong send every time. It's really nice. Yo, Clark, that weapon is crazy. Congrats. My hunter got insanely geared this week. I got 3 bis items from raid all at the same time. I got both trinkets. I got both bis trinkets, the ritual forge and prism on mythic. The prism has leech, and then I also got the ring from Dementius. So I'm just like, I don't know. My character almost feels like a Terminal character. The only thing I'm missing is like, I don't know. I guess a BOE ring would make my character stronger, and maybe a different necklace would probably be good too. I think I want the crit verse necklace from like Priory or something. Maybe it's, yeah, I think it's Priory. More weight bearing, more ankle stretch time. Good night, Rick. Also, yeah, Rick also recently just tore his Achilles. He's still in the boot, I think. Inchi, you have to tank every Monday for me now, by the way, because when you did it this Monday, you got the weapon. Ooh, I'm about to do some after this, Clark, if you're still staying up. I'm doing this Mythic Trial of Valor, and then I was going to finish my last 2 research, or I have 3 research tasks, so I'm going to do those, and then I was going to probably go on retail and do some keys, if you wanted to do any. But if you're not staying up, don't feel pressured, because I'm fine getting into pugs. Am I going to max upgrade my belt, Tom? I will be max upgrading it next week. This week I'm not, but the second I get uncapped crest next week, I'm going to be max item level, and I'll be pretty close to Bis. Once I have, like, I have all the items, I just don't have the crest upgrader right now, but I gain like 8% damage next week or something with all the crests or something. It's gonna be crazy. Your first little run's like 7 to 9 months out, so eased off for a long time, let it calm down. Now you're over, you're out. Oh, we're pulling. You have a mythic sack brew and a hero prism. When do you send prism? Only on 18? No. So you ask yourself this question Okay, is my next Call of the Wild more important than the one I'm about to do? And if the answer is yes, then you hold it for the next one. If the answer is no, you send it on the current one. So I send 6 stacks all the time. I send 12 stacks all the time. Sometimes I save the 18. It's a dynamic thing based on the key you're in. It's really just based on the scenario. So let's say you're about to lust the next pull. You should probably hold for that lust pull. And maybe you go to 12, maybe you go to 18. Depends on the previous pull though, because if the previous pull is really hard, maybe you do send 6 there. Maybe it's more important to send the 6 on the previous one and then also send 6 on the last. Kind of just depends on how your dungeon's being routed. I will say most of the time your routes should be done in a way where it should be kind of obvious. Like usually people make lust pulls like some giant crazy hard pull. Like the, you know, after the first boss in Priory, you do that big pull. That'd be a pull where I try to save 18 stacks for example. And I wouldn't send Priory stacks on the boss, on that boss. It's a good example, I think. Yeah. Hey, I think they patched this so that you can just run through. I don't think I have to like wait anymore. No, just kidding. I say that and then I just can't.
Beware, champions. Helya's realm is guarded by a savage beast.
There we go. Wish I could mount. The whole raid's waiting for me. You guys are so kind. Another item. Try Fanny again. There you go.
Come to end my reign. Whatever shall I do? So kind of you to deliver your souls to me. It will save my Valkyrie the trouble of fetching them from the surface world.
You looked up on Murlocs. Wait, okay. Remember you had the crafted weapon with embellishment? Now you lost it. So you only have one embellishment on your wrist. And people are wearing embellishments on rings? No, that's a bad idea. I think you want to put your other embellishment on either, so you're playing Dark Ranger, right? So you want to put it on either your belt or your pants. That's typically where people put them. You're still playing the durable belt? I think you should, your next craft should be a mythic belt. Basically the reason everyone is because they don't have the crests to swap off of it yet. But starting next week, you will want to replace it. Like the first thing I'm doing, or maybe not the very first thing I'm doing next week, but next week I am going to be replacing my belt. People just aren't for like a side reason right now. Nice. Ooh, I got a chaos talisman. That's kind of nice. And I got the necklace with this. Interesting. You're hitting the Lumi belt with crafted pants and tier gloves. Yeah, that's a decent combo as well. But either way, you are going to be replacing your belt, Clark. So it's not just your You're not just going to be playing the Delve belt forever. You have that already. Yeah, that looks good. I'd change the mastery to honestly any other stat. So like crit haste, crit verse, haste verse. You just don't want mastery on this, but if you change that, that would be a really good belt. And then yeah, you'd have your second crit strike enchant or embellishment. So hi Alex. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Need a queue for a heroic dungeon group finder. Wait, Lick, how did you get this world boss killed? Defeat Flotsam?
I have enough arc wine to spare for the needy around the city. Find those who cannot travel to my tavern and see that they drink their fill.
You be critting what? The go-to is probably crit verse, but you might have to sim it. Top end to high mountain. Oh, I see him. Wait, someone in chat. Are you still here? Wait, who was it? There is a world boss at the very tippy top of high mountain. Oh, long. And for the first pull of flood, do I just hold or literally even just send like a 1 or 2 stack? I send that one because we're lusting it, and I try to get stronger for the lust pull. And that pull is more important than the next one. So I think the logic still follows. Like you follow like a flowchart almost. It's just like that very first pull of floodgate. That one's kind of hard, and it does take a while. So I'd probably even send 1 stack there. Even though it does feel kind of bad. Because like otherwise you're sending 7 on the next pull, and the next pull is kind of... It's kind of a whatever pull. Like there's 2 surveyors and a scaffolding guy. Yeah. Guess I'll be on reset for you. Oh, okay. Yesterday there wasn't one, Sam. So maybe we're a day off from each other. Nice. I gotta do this world boss. Just need to kill 100 more enemies. I guess I'll get that in this dungeon probably really easy. You haven't seen or played BM since Dragonflight. I would say it is... It depends on the version. Pack Leader, I would say, is slightly harder than the Dragonflight version, but I would say Dark Ranger is about the same level of difficulty still. But we're talking like on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe 1 point harder for Pack Leader than it was. And I would say Dark Ranger is like the same. You have Mythic Pacemaker and Mythic Crystal. Which one should you use your gildeds on? Well, one thing is you are capping Crest, or like Crests are becoming uncapped next week. And so your short-term thing for this week isn't super important. The answer you probably don't want to hear is that simming that will answer that one for you, and it's kind of hard to tell otherwise. I think I would lean Crystal. So Crystal's on average probably better than Pacemaker. Pacemaker is kind of awkward because it's hard to have it synced with your call. So I would say typically Crystal's probably better. When was the last time you played Marks? The tier set was giving you super extended volley. It was so much fun. Yeah, that was really good design for Marks. Marks right now has like one interesting playstyle right now with Dark Ranger. It's interesting and fun, but I think the problem is it's very RNG, and a lot of people don't like that. It's kind of like you played in Dragonflight, so it's kind of like the season 2 tier set, where you could like extend your true shot, like that kind of RNG. It's nothing like that mechanically, but just like the amount of RNG that's involved is kind of the same, and people don't really like the RNG part. You like randomly proc your kill shot to do like big damage, and it's such big damage that like not getting the procs is like you do nothing, and getting them you just like do absurd damage. It's a GG. Yeah, something like that. It's a little it is pretty fun, especially when you high roll. But more often than not, it's frustrating because like you can play perfect and like still do low damage. I guess not low, but you can play perfect and not have your damage. Like you can also play pretty bad. Like I think one of my best parses, I got a 100 parse on Dimensius. That was one of the worst pulls I've played, but I got really lucky in a damage amp window. And then there's other pulls where I'm like, oh, I played this one perfectly, and I'm like, I got like a 92. It's just unfortunate. But Dark Ranger's cool. It's also shared with BM, and its BM has the same problem, but it's less variance. What gem do I play in my cape? Right now, it's set to verse. But it does change sometimes depending on like what my other pieces are. You just got a haste weapon, and so I would probably lean verse for you, or crit. Either one could work. Are we still gonna be locked from Biscay if you didn't clear Mythic? Yeah, you're kind of always in that boat every patch. It's a different reason every time, but right now, this patch, the main reason is the trinkets. Like, you really want Prism more than anything. And then you also want Ritual Forge, but Prism's the one that like really matters. Prism's just like pretty OP. And trinkets most tiers? Yeah, usually it is trinkets. I think hunters are a little different normally because like in the past, if you didn't have the Sylvanas bow in Shadowlands, it was really huge. And then also if you didn't have the Razageth bow, it was pretty huge. Like I think it was like a 20% DPS swing or something. But I think, yeah, like I think a lot of classes are usually it's just trinkets. Yeah, Suck, thanks for the sub. Yeah, you play LFR Razbo. It was just such a weird thing. You would roll a hunter right now, but you just don't have a group. You just got back last Monday from being off since season 1, and you went prop paladin and got your 3k today. Queuing a solo DPS this late into the season seems like a headache. Definitely true, yeah. I think if you want insta queues, I think you always want to play tank. And then healer also, usually pretty good. Do I have a specific type of pet for secondary game so it doesn't get spam killed? Yeah, so you can actually play a defensive pet. So if you look in here, the one I play is a scale hide, and you put what is it called? It's called like scale shield. I don't know, turtles also have it. But it's a 1 minute cooldown, 50% DR that you can put on your pet. I just press it going into the pools with the sword tosses. I also have it set to Lust, like Lust Pet, because Lust Pets have Leech, and so the Leech actually lets it heal itself sometimes. And then on top of that, at some key level, I actually in our 22, I actually told our healer monk to add the pet frame for my pet onto his healing bars. Which isn't necessary because I did the 21 just fine without him doing that, but it is nice to have. So that's like another option on top of that. But yeah, I would use defensive pet, and then also setting it to leech is really nice. You can also, if you watch your pet's health, I'll also hit wall because hitting wall also hits exhilarate at half value. But it does still top your pet. And I'll hit exhilarate to top my pet in those pulls. And so you have to like watch your pet very carefully. And every time sword toss is queued, you want to make sure your pet's topped. And if it's not by the leech, then you can top it yourself with exhilar wall. It's actually kind of a hard pull. There's a lot of little things to think about because you're also looking at like kicks, and then you're also looking at sword tosses on yourself. There's a lot of like little things all happening at once. Ooh, the ring I'm already wearing, but better. Nice.
There is more than one way to solve any problem.
Gather herbs. 25 elites. I think if I queue for normal dungeons, that'll count. And if it doesn't, I'll just delete it. If one of the hunter specs got warped into a tanking spec, which one am I putting on the chopping block? Survival. I think survival would be pretty cool as a tank spec. I don't know how they would manage it and make it like work, but I think that'd be a cool spec to put into a tanking spec. I think thematically, like, you put fire on the ground, you debuff your opponent with like bombs and traps and stuff. I don't know. There's probably some way they could cook it. I would really like to have a utility spec on Hunter, but I'm also not too worried about it. It does make doing weeklies and stuff. It's really nice if you main a character that can just tank or heal on their off spec, because then you can just easily do like lots of things. I don't know. You can just do your weeklies super fast. You can tank 10s for your guild on at the start of the patch. Like my alts can do that, and it's always really nice. Like I can just be like, oh yeah, my druid can just heal these dungeons, or my monk can just heal this or tank this or whatever. How's the remix? Good. I'm about to do my last weekly, I think, which is this, or my daily. Just kill 25 elites in this normal dungeon. And I think we're good for the day. How much bronze I have? 101k. Pretty good. Nice. Yeah, your belt. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that next week, Clerk, but because I didn't have the crest this week. But yeah, it's a good upgrade.
Only by strength in battle can you be measured a
I think I want to swap survival before we move forward.
forge. Begin your test.
Can you kill yourself with forge? I don't know if it can actually do the killing blow, but it can lead to a death pretty easy.
Behold, the halls of this place will test your metal. And if you are found worthy, the Aegis of Agramar will be yours. Before you lies your next trial. Defeat both Persia and Fenrir, and you will have proven your worth to me.
Through great deeds of courage and valor, Persia has earned this most sacred of rights. She shall ascend as one of my chosen valkyries.
Your solid ritual with your presence, mortal. You will not deny Persia's ascendance. Their decision. It is understandable.
I am not here.
Persia! The fury of the light shines eternal in you, Persia! Spoken like a true Valkyr. Mortal intruders approach.
I witness their deeds in Stormheim. Their crimes
A magnificent battle. Well done, champion.
Greatest thing you've ever seen in this game is probably the reworked survival at the end of Dragonflight. Did a plus 13 Algathar first pull and killed the whole pack in 14 seconds. Oh yeah. That was actually a bug that was... It was on, it was in beta and they fixed it in beta. And then all of a sudden it came back accidentally in the pre-patch. And so yeah, I also had a clip of me doing something like that. It's kind of funny.
A perfect test of your worthiness.
I'm out of range.
You have earned my blessing.
Wasn't really a bug. It was something about every bomb tick could shoot out an explosive arrow or something. I forget exactly what it was. I don't fully remember it, but I just remember like throwing out like it scaled exponentially. If you just had like 100 mobs, you would just like one shot everything. And then it got reworked. Bomb change has a 25% chance to apply explosive. That's what it was. Yeah, and then you could just bomb, 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 bomb. And then it was just like a bunch of explosive shots going off. Yeah. I really hope no one messes with this. Let's see. Do this. Talk to this guy.
I accept this challenge with eager anticipation.
I don't know if I actually sped anything up. Yeah, maybe that was a second faster or something. Fellowship tomorrow. We got a man with a bow. Yep. It looks like an hunter. I'm pretty excited. Gonna be cool. Hey Kyle, what's the best branch to choose from the 4 artifact weapons? Right now it's the Fell one. They did buff all the other ones, and so I'm not exactly sure what's like the best anymore, but for the longest time it was definitely the Fell one. The Fell Twisted Crusade Fell Spike one. All the other ones did get buffed. But I think this one's still the best. We'll see though. So enough gilded to max a tier piece. You already did max helmet, but next one do you think? So you did your weapon. I would say chest and legs are the next 2 best armor pieces. So I would do chest and legs. And then if you have a really good trinket, that one's also a really good idea. Or if I can kill this boss before he like before he leaves.
I can't attack that target. I can't attack that.
Aw, I tried.
You are truly remarkable creatures. As promised, you will have your just reward.
Is your trinkets? I would do your armor pieces first, I think, over these. Like a trinket, I basically only meant what's it called? Like Prism or Ritual Forge, I think. Or maybe Antenna. I think like those 3. I would Instamax. You have PT in like an hour? Or like an hour after it comes out. Oh yeah, you can't play anymore, Brain. Like you thought you would enjoy Fellowship, but you'll be too far behind. So maybe next season of it. Yeah, you just gotta hope that the next season's on a good timer. Still playing the worst two trinkets, no boots. Also, yeah, jewelry can sometimes be more DPS. I think with how thick the like helm chest legs are, they won for my sim, but I could see potentially them like not. I think that was my last daily thing. I turn my quest in. What was the second item? Oh yeah, I remember the cape. Alright, I did the world boss for today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days left for all the world bosses. That'll be good. Now it's time for retail weeklies. Let's see. We'll start with Druid. I think you would love to play Forge Trinket and the Nether together, and you don't have any of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually exactly what my hunter does right now, Clark. It's actually kind of OP. That's what I do on Tournament Realm and now live. I actually haven't played it on live yet, but I did a lot on Tournament Realm, so I'm used to it in keys at least. I was fumbling trying to figure out timings for bosses though, like mid Nexus King and mid Dementius. I was like, okay, so when am I gonna hit Forge to make it work? So you know I've Gilded Suspend? Do not.
My directive is to serve you.
Let me recraft this actually.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Cheeky little item level upgrade there. And then can anyone craft staves?
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
How should I pay this person? We'll send 4,000.
Return and peruse my inventory again.
Did I macro my trinkets and anything? Don't macro Prism, but I did macro Ritual Forge for now. You have 23% verse now? Ooh. It is, but also without having the belt, I think that's okay. What's your haste at? Make sure your haste is over 30%. Also, I need to craft my embracers really quick, and then I'll do. I'll show you my hunter's stats while I'm logging over. Almost 29. I do think you want to hit. There's a 30% breakpoint for your haste. You think you want that? So you might need a little bit of haste. I'll show you. Actually, my stats are actually a little messed up. So maybe you don't want to copy me. Here, I'll put on my old ring for right now. And I'll show you where we normally are. So I do have Haste Flask on, so keep that in mind. But with Haste Flask, I'm at 36%. Normally I'm like just over 30. And then I do have this belt still. But next week I'll be replacing it. So instead of being at 15% verse, I'll probably be like, I don't know, like 17% or something. And then my crit is a little over 30% with the crit. Okay, so this is what my haste normally looks like. If you change your cape gem from verse, oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, mine's set to verse because I actually have good haste and good crit right now, and so I kind of don't want to mess with it. But meanwhile, I did get this new ring, and so I need to fix my stats a little bit to fix all of this. If I do that now. I think I know what to do. I think I changed this to crit. And then I recraft this to crit verse and this to crit verse. So Algari Missive of the Quick Blade. Wait, let me see what this puts me at. What this puts me at. Yeah, I can recraft both. Actually, I'm gonna only recraft the gloves for now. And then I should get my stats back to where they were. Or I can do this. I think that fixes everything. The only thing is I need different gear for... Oh, I ran out of Bloom Chitin. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's perfect, Clark. Okay, there we go. Now my stats are good, and now I have the absorb shield from this. It's pretty hype. And now I just craft my belt with crit verse, and that should be good. Yo, Squirrely, thanks for the resub. I appreciate it. Big 7 months. Can you remove embellishments from a necklace? Yes. Here, I'll show you. So like, let's say I was recrafting my bracers. What you would do is instead of selecting an embellishment, or right here, there's one at the very bottom called Grifta's Heavy Duty Embellishing Powder. You would select this. And you just select this, and it would give you, it's like plus sparkle instead. I wonder if I have one. No, I don't have one like that right now. But that item, you would buy the embellishment from this guy. The item that you would put in there. It's this, the Heavy Duty Embellishing Powder. Do I have a necklace? Not on me, no, sorry. But this is the item you would buy, and you would embellish it with this instead, and then it lets you wear the necklace without embellishing it. So if you have an embellished one, you just do this. And this guy sells it. You also sell them in the auction house as well. It doesn't show you that embellishment option on the necklace? It should. Hey, let me look at my other character I just logged over for. Let me see what's going on. What do you have embellished with right now?
My directive is to serve you.
Because what you should be able to do, so like armor, necklace, this necklace, you should be able to craft it with this one right here, Grifta's Heavy Duty Embellishing Powder. So that's exactly what you would craft a necklace with as well. The amulet of Earthen Craftsmanship. Just gotta make sure you don't do this one. If you do Fractured Gemstone Locket, this one always has an embellishment. Oh, that one you can't actually remove one from. See. That's the problem. This one, there's some items that always have an embellishment. So like, for example, there's like a leather belt. So this is one that you can add an embellishment to. Like these are all the options, right? And you can remove it with this. But there's a different belt. The Adrenal Surge class, for example. My monk uses this one. But you can't like get rid of the embellishment on this one. So it's unfortunate. Also, hi Snake. My day's going pretty well. Having a good time. Alright, meanwhile, I'm 7-11 now. It's pretty good. My little boomkin's getting kind of strong. Alright, let's queue up a 12. I could probably do a 16 to be honest, but Nah, I don't want to like risk their key or something. 12 for Zil. Actually, you know what? Let's type in 13 and see if we can maybe get like a point of IO or something on this character. That could be kind of fun too. Hmm. $13 halls. Yeah, this is like group. DK, please? Oh, okay. No, I'll let you get a DK. I don't want to like intrude. You can invite to the Gambit though. Nice. Can you take one for me? Oh, if you wanted to come, you can. I think it's fine though. I'll just part of me kind of wants to pug a little bit. It could be kind of fun. I'm curious how strong I am. Can you destroy the item? Yeah. What Thermos said? You cannot get the gildeds back. So this character really needs a ring. Maybe I just craft a ring. I could craft a runed belt. Or a runed ring. I don't know if it's worth though. It's like 704. And when crests get uncapped on this character, it'll make a lot more sense. I can just craft like myth belt, myth ring. I'm fired up. Played Dark Ranger, BM, and Halls. Nice. That's good. I don't think he plays with the monks. I think that might throw it off potentially, but yeah. It's also really hard to live as pack leader in there. The safer play is probably Dark Ranger. Because a lot of people die to the statues, like constantly. I'm gonna smash the first pull. Let's see how I pop off. Yeah, hopefully this 14 gambit goes well. Is there any sort of upgrades I can do? Probably not.
Is vast and wondrous. Farewell.
I can't buy myth crests with runed crests until I have the guild achievement right on Salt.
Be bold. Be true.
13 time 21 halls, MDI. Yeah, we've done every key at 21 and then 22 gambit, 22. Actually, it might just be gambit. I don't think we did Eco Doom. I know we can do Eco Doom. 22 streets? We haven't done that yet. We do need to practice though. We haven't played in 2 weeks, and so we're gonna... Dang. Unfortunate. Like, it kind of fell apart. The leader just kind of left. Hey Ranchers, do you swap any gear pieces to play pack leader? Yes, both rings in my necklace and one, or both trinkets at this point. So jewelry and trinkets, I swap. Let's see if there's a group I could like slot into. 14 floodgate. Floodgate sounds fun. The blood DK. It's kind of hype. Dang, everyone has a resto druid. Well, ooh, Arakara. That sounds fun. And they have like a caster kind of group. They just need a mage. Ooh, Ecodome. I need that. Let's lower the browsing. Being invited to Arcara. Cool. That'll be fun. Am I pushing Glad? Probably not. Okay, if I do it this season, it would probably be way later. I'm not much of a PvPer, but I have some friends that want to PvP with me this patch. And I told them after MDI, I'll probably be pretty free because my group usually takes a break again. So as long as my push group's on break, I told them I'm down to try. When I was playing Antenna and Prism, was I just sending Prism every 1 minute for the most part? No, typically no. I would say I would send at 6 stacks, like maybe like a third of the time. You hold if the next pull is more important than the current one. So I would hold in a lot of scenarios for, like, let's say the next pull is really big and hard. I would want 12 or 18 stacks for that, and I would rather just send 0 stacks on like a 3-pack or something. Or like maybe like you send call twice in one pull. Like you send one at the start and everything's healthy and it's a hard pull. And then at the end of the pack, you're like, I could send another call, but I don't really want to prism this because we're about to like if I prism it, it'll overkill it. So you never want to overkill something. And then you also want to make sure you have enough stacks for the really hard pulls. Like a good example, I thought of this earlier when someone asked me this. You know the pull in Priory after the first boss? It's like a giant lust pull. There's a lot of mobs. It's really dangerous. If you don't kill it really fast, things get really bad. That would be one where you want 18 stacks for that giant lust pull in Priory after the first boss. And what I usually do is I send like a 6-stack prism at the start of the boss, and then I hold it for like two Call of the Wilds. And then at the end, the boss is dying. We run over to Lust Pool. I have 18 stacks of Prism, and we have a giant Lust Pool ready to go. That'd be a good example of like when you could hold it. And then those scenarios pop up all the time in keys. We're changing routes all the time, so it's not like always like a set thing. Like, oh, like our car, I always do this in this section because sometimes we change things, but yeah. Do I know if Black Arrow makes MD actually work for BM? Yes. I mean, MD has always worked for BM. The only thing that MD does is it doesn't misdirect threat from your pet. It misdirects all threat from you. So historically, it's Cobra Shot, Kill Shot, Multi Shot, that kind of stuff. And it's always worked for that stuff. It's just it's only half of your damage is actually your Black Arrow now, and so it's still not perfect, but it's potentially worth running MD for. And I do run MD in my groups. Oh, I didn't see it. There we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, well I incarned on accident. I was just button mashing because I don't know.
Dodge. Dodge.
I think I'm actually gonna die. Okay, we're okay now.
Interrupt.
Dodge.
Well, that was a trip.
Dodge.
Interrupt.
Dodge.
This guy spits me here, I'm dead. Guess I can kill him? God, that's crazy. What's the bug with Frost Trap and Prism? I mean, it's completely fixed, so it's fine. It got fixed the other day. Basically, your Frost Trap used to proc Prism. And so... I don't know. We just lose a lot of damage. Or pull packs, or... It was particularly really bad if you were like, if your tank told you, hey, go trap that pack up ahead, and then you pulled it with Prism, and then you killed your entire group. Shall cover get fixed? Yes, that's completely fixed. Oh, I should have spelled the healer.
Three. AoE. Dodge. Dodge. 3, 2, 1. AoE. Dodge. Three. Dodge.
Cyber Fellowship? Yeah.
AoE.
Should be fun. It's bad, you say? Yeah. It was very unfortunate. I basically had to keep telling my group, hey, I actually can't trap that. And they were just like, yo, can someone CC this? And then they would get like antsy and be like, yo, bitch, you trapped that. And I'm like, no, we need Ort to pair that actually. Like, I will kill us all if I trap that. It kept causing miscommunications.
Dodge. Dodge. Dodge.
Also, like, no one dispels in this group. I feel like this healer's crying or something.
Dodge.
Very scared. I'm just gonna single res the healer after this. Oh, yonked. Oh, and that got release. Alright. Dang. This is a scary pull. Oh.
3, 2,
Only the strongest survive.
Dang. On the healer left. Maybe they just DC'd. We're doing it again. I think we'd be fine. We just have to like, I don't know. I feel like we were kind of rushing. It's just free to play. One good thing is it is what's it called? Like one time purchase, whatever you call that. You throw a trap at a target, dummy, and a proc prism. Oh. Well, here. So I can find the Wowhead post. They said they fixed it. Wasn't this post? Yeah, this one I found it. It's right here. Unyielding Nether Prism no longer triggers when an enemy triggers freezing trap. So they said they fixed it on October 10th. And I did a key on October, like later that week, and this didn't happen to me. Maybe they reintroduced it this week somehow. A puck staying together after that is a little surprising. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just kind of vibing. Although I did kind of want to get my weeklies done a little faster, but it'll be fun. I'll hang out for a little bit longer. Maybe the healer just actually left this. I don't know. The healer's here. Oh, no, he's not. Like he zoned in. I think he got the DC bug when he zoomed in or something. He was just right there. Oh, now he's back. Nice. Everything worked out. Nothing happened. We never wiped. We just pretend everything's great. That's Tuesday reset fix? Well, they posted it last week, right? So all last week it was fixed. And I think they maybe broke it on the reset if you're saying it definitely still happens. But I did a queue last week and it was completely fine.
The void beckons us onward. Embrace
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Dodge.
Interrupt.
Oh, I'm dead.
Strongest survive.
I was bolted. Honestly, I was surprised that didn't happen last time. Because we did a really, really dangerous pull where we pulled
Interrupt.
all of the casters.
Dodge.
Interrupt.
Dead. Alive.
Dodge. Three, two, one. AOE. Dodge.
I'm hearing a druid alt. Yeah.
Dodge. 3, 2, 1. AOE. Dodge. Three, two, one. AOE. Dodge. 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 Dodge.
Plater? Yeah, I'm using plater. If you want my plater, it's pretty default, to be honest. But you have exclamation point plater. If you wanted it. I didn't really change too much. Okay, am I rocking? This right now. Love it, Jasters, but I think everything else is like mostly fine. I'm terrified for my life on this boss. We pulled like so many things.
3, 2, 1. AoE.
Everything died.
Three, two, one. AoE.
Yo, is anyone here a Pokemon fan? New Pokemon games coming out tonight.
Dance.
It's not like a mainline game. It's a Legends ZA.
3, 2, 1. AoE.
Not sure if you like being in a city the whole time. I think that's fair. It does look like it's not your typical city in the way it looked.
Dance.
Like it looks like there's areas where like oh. Like it's all definitely urban themed, but
2, 1. AoE.
any else to show yet? It is on OG Switch, I believe, as well.
Dance. Three, two, one. AoE. Dance.
I see. That's fair.
Three, two, one. AoE. Falling. 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 AoE. Falling. Falling.
I'm so scared of this volley going off.
AoE.
I mean, that's super OP about being a Night Elf on a lot of my ults, is you can just hover meld and just meld so many things.
Falling. 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 Falling.
No.
Only the strongest survive.
Edge. Boomy meta win? I think boomies get to be meta pretty often. For one spec, I think they get meta pretty often. Like mages get meta really often, but like usually it's one of their 3 specs. But I feel like boomies get meta pretty often, or at least they're meta adjacent most of the time. Like for one spec to be balanced that well, it's kind of wild.
Falling.
The H's get meta every 2 minutes. That's true.
Incompetent drones. I will end you myself.
AoE. Charge. Enter.
Two charges of wall. The thing is like the really impossible thing to balance with Boomy is you can always just bear a lot of mechanics and live. As annoying as that is, that's kind of the same problem with Shadow Priest. They both can like Shadow Priest can like flash heal themselves. Like barrier, fade. And then we can like go bear for him.
Enter.
And why would you stand out there?
Drop.
But like I lost my train of thought, to be honest. But yeah, it's hard to balance the Boomy and Shadow Priest defensives because they basically can always have a defensive if they choose to and have enough prep for it. It just is kind of awkward to set up. Did I see the AUG 4 set? No, I haven't seen it. I looked at that list, saw there was 100 tier sets, and then clicked off.
Drop.
Hashtag delete Boomy. True. Like, are you Shadow Priest main now? What's up with that?
Charge. Enter. Drop.
He says 15 eruption damage. And might increase 4 sets 20% empowered spell.
Falling.
20% CDR. Oh.
Falling. Falling.
Let's see. One paladin got that one.
Falling.
I'll get this one.
Falling. Falling. Falling.
Not her performance last night.
AoE. Falling.
Yeah, you gotta work on your PI macro. I think that's the only criticism I have for you.
Falling. Falling. AoE.
That's a meld.
Falling. 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 Falling.
Like, dang on that first pull really set my overall back. I was kind of curious to see how Banshee would fare in a key.
Falling.
You can't really tell after something like that. I didn't see these twice, I think.
The harvest will prevail!
Also, we're so on pace.
Three, two, one.
Take you all!
Drop. Drop. Three, two, one.
Take you all!
I don't even know what. Oh, the waves of poison. I got you.
Drop. Drop. Three, two, one.
Take you all!
Drop.
What's that?
Drop. Three, two, one.
Take you all!
3, 2, 1. Drop.
Nice, we did it. One weekly out of the way. Your roll you just had? Oh yeah, wait, someone put a picture in like Discord, I think. About the trap? Okay, yeah, let me see this. Nice. That was a nice little pleasant group. Maybe a target dummy thing. Hmm. Yeah, it definitely looks like. I mean, it definitely procced right there. You did nothing but frost trap. Although, yeah, it looks like yeah, it's just a frost trap specifically, and you're not in combat with it.
Good health.
All right, Banisher's first 14. Overall was fine. If I didn't die on those two pulls, I think it would have done a lot more damage. Dying on the first pull. That first pull is so big. Here, let me log on my Hunter Grant, and I'm gonna see if I get that frost trap thing in instance combat. Like if I walk into Rookery and I throw a frost trap, it should not work. Like I shouldn't do anything. Also, well, like you actually destroyed in that key. What the heck? What's your item level on your druid? It's like 724 or something. Here, well, first let me confirm that it procs on the target dummies that you're targeting. Okay, so frost trap out. I also just didn't proc. Any interaction with War Mode or Diamond Ice? Maybe, yeah. Mine also just did not proc at all. You did 4 times and all of them were melees? Dang. Wait, look, are you doing more keys? I think I want to tank one and then do my 100 keys. That one was pretty dooming. Yeah, I'll be tanking, so you'll never go through it. Pinky promise. Bet. I mean, unless you try to get threat. Monk's snap threat is once they're in the pack, you probably won't be able to rip off of me. But if you like, Starfall could potentially rip off something on the fringe before I group. That's kind of it. Let's see, what's my key? I have a 12 streets. Yeah, I'd rather tank a different key though. Not if I want to do streets. I feel like I always do streets on this guy. You have a gambit. Squirrely. Wait, Squirrely, you want to come? You don't have to do your key, but you could come if you want. You have eco. And you have gambit. You're in? Alright, here, let's licks gambit. Wait, this is not gambit. This is nothing. Is it blind? I don't know. I feel like I didn't see it in that list. You're a shaman. And a warrior. Alright. Warrior, but you're DPSing. Nice. I can only tank on this guy. Let's see, is it on Mythic? It is. Nice, we're winning. What happened to my Windwalker Monk? Well, an awkward thing for... So I'm sure you have this with a lot of characters, but it's hard to get multiple like gear sets on alts. That's why a lot of people in chat like, oh, I don't know if I want to play MM and BM because there's different stats and whatnot, whatever. So Windwalker needs really high haste and really high mastery. And then Brewmaster wants really high crit and really high verse. And so I had to pick one and I picked Brew. So maybe later in the season I can play my other specs again. But for now I'm only a tank. I'm a Mistweaver. I was a Mistweaver for a little bit in this person's lifespan, but it's also bad stats. For Mistweaver to be Brew. But I kind of wanted to tank alt, and it was either I go Bear or I go Brew. on like who I have geared. I decided brew. I thought brew would be cool this time.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My incarn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Three, stick, 2, 1. AoE. Three, two, stick, 1. AoE. Stick.
You can't make my cursor weaker at work? Like the one that follows my... Like the circle? Oh. Change colors, etc. And you typed exclamation point cursor and you downloaded that one? And it didn't work?
Stick.
Yeah, that one. That one is in there. It is also in my pack, but maybe... Okay, yeah, maybe you get it.
3, 2, stick, 1. AoE. Three, 2, 1. Stick. Stick. Stick.
Power eludes your grasp, Aldaline. A tenet of your cartel. Power without wisdom leads to ruin. See how your wisdom fares against the might of the Titans.
You are unworthy to lay claim to the you desecrate these halls.
3, 2, 1. Beam.
It worked? Nice.
3, 2, 1.
Ads.
3, 2, 1. Beam. Intermission. Three, two, one. Beam.
Ads.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Beam. Three, two, one.
Temple guards, come to my aid!
Ads.
3, 2. Beam. 1. Intermission. Reflect.
Celia's arrogance will be her downfall.
Nice. You're blasting this key.
A taxing journey, but our path remains true.
Reflect.
You have a talent for acquiring intriguing artifacts. This was found among the ruins of the Black Empire, yes?
Ye have an eye for treasure, but not enough smarts to stay away from it.
Apologies, Captain. Please direct your grievances towards my associates.
You lock married with the wrong buckaroo.
Reflect. Reflect. Reflect.
A chest of gold to whoever brings me their time. Take no prisoner.
Is that TRBM? Let's see.
Feet.
DR.
Clear. Feet.
Take no prisoner.
Clear. Feet. Clear.
Take no prisoner.
Clear. Feet. Clear. Feet.
All hands on deck.
Clear. Feet. Clear.
All hands on. You know not the power you chase.
Must you hound my every step?
You cannot control this
Dodge.
power. The artifact belongs in a museum.
3, 2,
Only the withered and
1.
dead belong in museums.
Interrupt.
Like your cartel. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
Dodge. Three, two, one. Dodge. Interrupt. Interrupt. Reflect. Dodge. 3, 2, 1. Dodge. 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 3, dodge. 2, 1. Interrupt. Reflect. Dodge.
I will unmake you. Guards,
Add.
remove these
3,
pests.
2, 1. Dodge. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Oh, the stars are mine.
Three, 2, 1.
Guards,
Add.
remove these pests.
Like we're about to get the second set of The second collapsing star, which is really awkward. Yeah, we should stop damage. Just less awkward.
3, 2,
This power is vast.
1.
Bow before cartel's soul.
Targeted.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Target.
You are nothing.
An arms warrior?
Dodge.
Yeah, they are kind of rare now. Whatever warrior spec is good, I feel like you never see the other one.
The realms. I can feel them, the tools of creation. At my command.
3, 2, 1.
The
Dodge.
power of the first ones. Mine to control. Bow before cartel's soul.
Targeted.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Target here.
Dare you hinder me?
I have a crazy con. We should commit and not do this. Actually, I don't think it's that crazy. I was gonna say we should link and let it go off. We actually have so much damage that I think it's just not going off. The rest are just so much damage. It's awesome.
The first ones hate these artifacts for good reason. They are not meant for us. I am grateful our paths crossed, More Walker. These troublesome
You know, playing arms, curious to fast paced and stuff.
more harm and be studied by Cartel Al
What a run.
until our
That was a good one.
fortunes meet again.
Like, how is the tanking? Did you have threat ever? The Murlocs? Oh no.
There is much to be done.
I failed you.
May you find what you seek.
Alright, now I need 300 ones. I technically don't need all of them now. But once tomorrow comes, I'm gonna be pretty into fellowship. So I'll start doing them and see how I go. You're also trying to MD? Dang. It just wasn't enough. I had Squirrely and me. Like we were both trying to not let Lick get any threat. Just couldn't. He's too strong. The first area sucks. Yeah, like I think you never want to dot a shore runner. And you just never you pretend they don't exist. Like you just completely remove their nameplate and you dot like the 3 casters or whatever I pull and like the 2 rage guys and the Goliath. Can I carry a 700 lock? Yeah. Get in here. Like, what did your key turn into? Are you doing another one? Or is it just me and Squirrely? 2 of us? Alright. Do you have a key? Or we have to apply to something? Yeah, it looks like you don't have a key. I might need my key later in the week. We might do like a session on Monday, but I think it's on MDI realm. Technically I don't need a 12. So we could look 10 to 12s as well. Let's see. Get the rest of your crest with Bran. I'm going for the 8 box. Because I need these 3. You just been lazy and you can do it? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's queue up for... Let's see, I'm trying to look for a 12. That seems doable. I might just go to this Priory 10 though. That seems like a good one. Oh, the healer left. Not looking good. Oh, 11 Gambit? That's a good one for us. Hi, Tara. What are you up to, Tara? You gaming? I want you to find someone to help with a key? Sure. If you had anyone that wanted a key, it's probably easier if we just had a key. Like if you just had someone that had a 10 to 12. Is there a good way to stop black arrows from hitting the mobs on the side of Dawnbreaker? One, there's 2 things you could do, Benko. One, it relies on your tank to pull away from them, because if you get too close to them, then you won't pull them. The other thing you can do is don't look at them. So let's say the mob is this guy. See this Lure Walker Initiate? If I'm looking at him, my black arrows can cleave to him. But if I'm not looking at him, it can't. So like, let's say for example, this was him and I was looking like away. Then we would be good. Oh, we got into a group anyway. Nice. But like, so let's say that's the guy on the side, right? And this is the pack. What you can do is you can kind of move up to the pack and like position yourself like this. So that way you can't hit him. You can't target him. But also it also helps if your tank pulls in a way where you're not like screwed over. Alright, this is an 11 Gambit, so we're going right back in. However, I am excited to try my new hunter stats. No gaming at all for you, Taro? You're getting new floors. Oh. Well, that's fun. You'll be back and you'll have new floors. Yo, did you know Ryu does flooring? You should have hired Ryu to do flooring for you. I love Ryu. He's been so busy with his job that I don't think I've seen him in like multiple seasons, but you can imagine doing it, you would die. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's such a funny guy. I can't imagine him doing something like that. But he's been doing it for years, so I feel like I don't know, he'd probably make it really funny and like somehow. But also I feel like he's professional at the same time. Hard to imagine him being professional, but I'm sure he is. Oh, I have one singular potion left. stock up a little bit. It's probably like I usually buy like 100 at a time. Hi, JMO. How are you doing?
Step closer and don't mumble.
I also need health potions. I'll buy those after. You get even lurking? Nice, nice.
5, 4,
Let's buy like 50. Snag them real quick.
1.
Actually, is there a reason I'm using these pets? I remember using snails during Dragonfly for purpose. Is this still the case? Yeah, so these have Mortal Strike on them. Right now they're kind of just all purpose, but they're mainly for Halls of Atonement. In Halls of Atonement, you can if you have Mortal Strike for the one guy at the end. Wait.
2, 1.
I can't tell if I Ritual Forged or if I Prismed.
AoE.
I think I beat myself to it and I Prismed. I did Prism. Wait, I need to... Yeah, let's bind this.
3, 2.
Actually, you know what I need instead? Need to bind this. Prismed? Darn. There I was, excited to
Stick. Affix.
have a cooldown for the first one.
Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
That's some of the tier sets got shown. Yeah, we didn't get Hunter shown yet, but yeah, very exciting stuff. Then I set this to overall. Yeah.
Stick.
Oh, that's sketchy.
Stick. Affix.
After any shred of control.
3.
Can I kick X instead of orange?
AoE.
Only for Mortal Strike? Yeah, these pets are only for Mortal Strike.
Stick.
Adventures, you always want to play Hunter or Warlock, but the pet pathing turns off. Is it something you just deal with or put up with? Yes, that is, I would say, it's definitely the only like part that I would say is like really hard about BM is like learning all of the nuances to pet pathing and like using them to your advantage. And it can be kind of annoying for that to be your skill expression sometimes. Like, oh, I know how my pet works and like how my pet paths really well. But yeah, that is something that you have to think about a lot. You'll accidentally pull stuff if you don't. Or like worse, like you lose damage in a lot of fights in particular if you're not like min-maxing your pet pathing a lot. I kind of want to go in there and fight the boss. Nah, I don't want to suggest it. Well, everyone's range. I'll suggest it.
See how your wisdom fares against the might of the Titans.
Epic. Targeting. Beam. Ads. Targeted. Beam. Intermission.
Oh, you're back from the ad break? Yeah, I would say yes, that is something that you like have to just learn as a pet spec.
Beam.
Like putting up with it or like min-maxing it, whatever. There's a lot of fights where you lose a lot of damage if you aren't good at like understanding exactly how your pet paths.
Beam.
And then yeah, you can pull mobs accidentally if you're not good at like understanding like exactly how they function.
Ads. Beam. Targeted. Intermission. Affix. Targeted.
How much haste do I have? Right now I'm at 31.9, but that is with food buff. Like I'm fully buffed, but no haste flask. Basically. Are the add-on changes to Midnight going to disrupt anything I use to track my pets? Not me personally, but my UI is pretty basic, I would say. Like the things that would be impacted are actually just being removed entirely. So I'm not worried personally, but I know a lot of people are used to using a lot of add-ons for specific things.
You have a talent for
Like for example, down here I have to track my frenzy and my beast cleave. Both of those you don't need to track next expansion at all. And so it gets a lot easier in general to like upkeep things. Like down here is where I track everything. Yeah, these two things I don't need to track. I use the default pet frame to track my pet's location and default binds and everything like that. So
After any shred of control.
I think PL is gonna pull ahead in any dungeon besides Arcara. The two that come to mind are Halls and Floodgate. You can definitely still do them as Dark Ranger, mainly for the defensive benefit. Like that'd be the main reason I would still play them in this. But for raw damage, I think Pack Leader would be better in both of those.
After any shred of control.
Ooh. I hope we don't pull the boss because the guy isn't here yet. Be a little sketchy. Alright, we're good.
Beat.
He wants me to bait on that side?
Beat.
Okay. Whatever you want.
Affix. Beat.
Almost got his thing. I missed it.
Beat. Feet. Pull.
Yes. Feed.
Affix.
All of you. Feed on the void. Let
Feed.
its darkness fill you. Take no break. What was yours? You know not the power
Trying to figure out why your PL damage stocks medium or mastery. Maybe skill issue. Well, one thing is, well, what level key are you doing? Because I do think Pack Leader At least the no multi build isn't good in low keys. Like you'll always do low damage for the most part.
Must you hound my every step?
Like the packs have to live long enough for you to ramp. You're kind of like a dot spec.
The artifact belongs in a museum.
3,
Only the withered
2,
and dead
1.
belong in museums. Like your cartel. Your cartel has dissolved into dust. I choose to lead mine to glory.
Interrupt. Three, 2, 1. Interrupt.
Mortals.
Affix.
After any shred of control.
Interrupt. Three. Interrupt. 2. Interrupt. 1. Interrupt.
The 16 to 17s. Yeah, I think you gotta, if you want to give it a fair shot, it's kind of awkward. But yeah, you can't really learn it in the 12s. You kind of have to learn it in the 16s, which is, I don't know, it's just awkward because you definitely want to learn specs in lower keys if possible, but
2, 1. Affix.
All of you. Feed on the void.
Interrupt.
Let its darkness fill you.
3, 2, 1.
I will unmake you. Guards,
Add.
remove these pests.
well, I always dislike it when people go in this corner. Like it makes the boss way harder.
Oh, the stars are mine.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna let it time out.
Affix.
All of you.
Actually, I'll go grab it.
Guards,
Add.
remove these pests. This power is vast.
See what health the boss goes to. Dang.
Your cartel's soul.
Targeted.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Fire.
Dare you hinder me?
Dodge.
Power of the first ones. Mine to control. The realms. I can feel them. All
3,
the tools of creation. At my command.
2. Affix. 1.
ones. Mine to control. Bow before cartel's soul.
Targeted.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Targeted.
Oppose me and be extinguished.
Targeted.
Dare you hinder me?
Dang.
The tools of creation at my command. The realms. I can feel them, all the
Dodge.
tools of creation at my command.
I'm gonna send this prism and kill the boss.
The tools of my goddamn must not fade.
Nice. I got a socket in my helmet. Does I need that?
They are not meant for us. I am grateful our paths crossed, More Walker. These troublesome pieces will reside where they can do no more harm and be studied by Cartel Al. Until our fortunes meet again.
Nice, nice. I think I really like my stats right now. I think just getting more item level on these pieces will fix a lot of the problems I'm having with them. Hey, Greensel.
Honored to meet you.
You're nearly 80 on remix.
Fair skies and
Nice. Spending soul shards on damaging spells will further corrupt enemies affected by your wither. It's like a passive. It's just as long as you're casting either Chaos Bolt or Rain of Fire, you just do extra damage to stuff. Interesting. Never set the pump. Feel so sad whenever you meet a blaster. That could have been you. Yeah. I'm at the point where like I'm giga strong. Like I don't even care what group I join on Remix anymore. Like I just know I can like almost solo everything. Huh. What's the fastest way for that? Yeah, you want all the knowledge. Although it does scale less after 20 Greenzel. So like I would say get as much knowledge as you can up to 20, and then after that they're less valuable. So each knowledge is 2.5k. More infinite knowledge from like using the 100k one or the 50k one. And then after 20 it's half that. So the knowledge past 20 is half value. So if you wanted to like use your time more efficiently, I think you would get all of the what's it called? Yeah, you would want to like just start grinding gear and IP, I think, after 20, to be honest. Also, hi Rengar. One thing I actually think I want to add to that belt command is it actually is over simming slightly, and so that might also play into things. Basically, next week you're replacing it regardless once you get uncapped crusts, but typically be better. Let me rate this. Play static charge everywhere. A 720 plus eye level belt will typically be better. And the delve belt for BM. The delve belt over sims somewhere between 0.5 to 2%. So if you get a higher eye level belt, I would say just that for stamina. Oh, I forgot to edit. I'm silly. Commands, edit. Oh. There you go. Sick. It hasn't given you streets once now that you're 3k IO with a plus 10 street. Dang. Yeah, I saw that you said earlier you got a 16 now, so that's good. What's the best gear farm after the M plus nerf? I think it actually still is M plus, unless it got nerfed again, Greensoul. You mean the fact that M plus doesn't drop gear, right? Because spamming +2 keys is, I think, the fastest way to do it. You get one piece of gear every time you do a key of any level. And it scales off of number of bosses. So like Ma Souls is actually kind of inefficient because the timer is so short and there's only 3 bosses. But like doing an arcway really fast will actually give you like almost 2 pieces. And then doing like a black or cold gives you like a piece. And you can farm any level, so if you just spam like +2s, that's a pretty good way to get gear. You get motes from that, and then also raid's pretty good too. Specifically mythics, like the best. Each difficulty scales the amount of drops more, so you'll get like a lot more items on mythic relative. Also, dang, I can't believe you play on EU Greensoul, because I'd be down to help cure you too. Because I do my daily sweeps every day. I could just invite you to one of them. So you invited to Mythics? There's a lot of 600 plus and 615 plus in queues. I would say you might be able to just make your own group once you hit like 600. You'll hit 584 really fast too. I don't know if you're 584 yet, but that's the base epic gear item level from like all forms of content. So I wouldn't use moats until you're 584 in a lot of pieces at least. Because moats are always like an upgrade for you, your average item level. Okay, yeah, I think I got my stats nice here. So I'm kind of hype. I got a leech nether prism from raid, and then I also got this and this. So we're very geared now. It's nice. You just speedrun world stuff till 580 then? Yeah, that's what I would recommend. If I had known how the moats worked exactly at the start, I would have done that. I was using moats when I was like 560 to get to 584, but everything drops at 584. So I would go for that. Universe gotta feel so nice. Yeah, I feel really tinky with it too. Because like it's good for damage with Dark Ranger. And so I don't know. Whenever my flask goes to verse, I just feel so tinky. Just 10% extra dam, and then you can just wall whenever. Kind of OP. Next week, crest on cap. Oh yeah, I was gonna math out how many gildeds I already have. Based off of all this. Let's see. It's always 45. Let's see, so weathered, carved, runed, gilded. 600 of these. 1073 of these. This divided by 45. I have 120 gildeds, according to all this. Is that right? No, I have 360 gildeds. Okay, wait. Then how many do I need? For Fellowship? Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Fellowship probably this whole weekend. I'll be putting like a lot of time into it. It's gonna be cool. Answer the advice? Yeah, no problem, Greenzel. Also, open your chest doing research daily quest until 580 plus. Oh yes, also that too, Greenzel. Also, maybe do world quests if you see them. They give you blue boxes, which are highish item level. Well, I think. Also free to play. No, it is $20 USD, maybe 25, somewhere around there. Are you play the new Hunter hero? Yes, I am. It looks a lot like Hunter, but I'm pretty hyped. Should be cool. Should be cool like second game to play along with WoW. It's 25? Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and then now let's math out how many crests I need. So I'm gonna log in with 360 gildeds. So I need 30, 60, 90, 180, 210, 240, 300, and then 360. Okay, I have exactly enough to log in on Tuesday and then instantly instantly when I log in I'll be max item level. That's kind of cool. Range class isn't in at early access? I believe it is because it I saw I can post links in my chat. So there's this. That's the new hero spotlight. And here's a tweet about it. Alarian. I don't know how you pronounce it. Yeah, I think it is gonna be either they're early access, yeah. But he is MM. The thing is, I think he has the same damage profile problems as MM. Whereas like I'm thinking more like Sentinel MM. Like you know how Sentinel MM like kinda like it doesn't do good single target, but it does good AoE? Or you could have good single target, but then you can't AoE at all. I think that's how this character is also looking. You think you saw on their Discord that it wasn't going to be early access at launch? Oh, I really hope it is because... Let me read this description. Maybe they decided against it somewhere. That's the YouTube link. Maybe it says it in their tweet. Everyone in the comments seems to believe that it's coming out in early access. But I want to see them say it. Alright, well anyway, on that note, I think that's all for me today. I will have to do 2 more Hunter weeklies later in the week, but I'll figure out when I want to do that at some point. I think I'm gonna hop off. Let me find someone to host. Let's see. Looks like Ellesmere just went live. I think that'd be nice to host him right at the start of one of his streams. I think it's 5 DPS at early access, which would include him. Ooh, okay, that's hype. Yeah, I'm really hoping he's in there because otherwise I don't really vibe particularly with any of the characters. Like I was playing Artios last time, which was cool. I think Rhyme's kind of cool. I just really like Hunter-esque, like ranged physical DPS, that kind of stuff. So I'm always drawn to those kind of characters. Take care. Thank you. Yeah, those are cool. All right, well, there we go. There's the proof is in the pudding. Thanks, Krillin, for fact checking that. I was gonna be really sad if I logged in tomorrow and realized that he wasn't there or something. That would have been wild. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Raids going in.